Um, and it's very difficult to follow from there. So what I'm going to do, Yogi, is to ask you a very personal question, because part of today is about being up close and personal, peeling the onion, taking the layers off one at a time, but with the intention to inspire, to learn, and to really share and celebrate your life.
You're going to ask me personal questions.
I will ask you personal questions.
My wife is here.
She is.
I want to remain married.
I'm sure you will. By the end of this evening, I'm sure you will. Not only that, I think you'll be even more in love by the time you actually finish, because of what we're about to do. Moving on. Yogi, we put a few pictures up there. Let me talk to you about your early days in your life. What was the deepest, saddest, lowest time in your life? Can you share with us the depths that you had fallen to?
Oh, I wish there was one at that point, or one low ebb, or one low moment. There were many. There were several. They came 5 times a day, 10 times a day. And that's how low and terrible and morosic it was. But to trace, to talk about one or two, despair. You think about not having a hope, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. Those are very terrible moments. I don't wish them on anybody. Despair and I had failed. And deep failure. You can fail and you say, I didn't pass my exams and I failed.
Yogi, we've known each other for quite a while, and we have become friends over time. So please indulge me when I request you for a few things. If you can just stand here and just close your eyes and visualize the 15th of September 1990. Just close your eyes. You're about to get on a plane from Mumbai to come to Dubai. What were the emotions that were going through? You were leaving your kids, your kid behind, your wife behind. You don't know where to go. What happened? Eyes closed. I need you to visualize, please.
Yeah, I'm thinking very fast. And, I'm already thinking, my God, it's been so long. And I remember those moments, those times. We had sold, my wife and I sold everything that we owned in the small rented apartment that I was having in Bombay. The cupboards, you remember the cupboards? And
these are the moments, ladies and gentlemen. I shouldn't.
No, so my wife and I had made a plan that we would sell everything, and whatever monies came off, I would take half it, and she would keep half for her son and I, for her, and then I would go to Dubai. I came to Dubai because there was nowhere else to go. I came to Dubai because my friend, who is here somewhere, Kishore Bhatia, he called me and he said, you're so down and out that, any change will be good for you. So I came to Dubai at that point on the 15th, and I said, let me sell everything, take half the money, and I came to Dubai. And he was living with his mother, his wife, his 2 children. So he very politely and graciously gave me his living room to stay. And in the living room there was a sofa and there was a carpet, and I decided that I would sleep on the carpet because there was no mattress. So that's how it began. So those were very, very challenging days, and the only thing that kept me, Tarek, was my youth. And I was just 29, and I was thinking tomorrow will be another day, and soon that I'm here in this lovely city of Dubai, soon the future will wait for me. Soon the future will be different.
So in this deep despair, you actually had a lot of hope.
When you are so down, you clutch at trinkets, you clutch at straws, and anything becomes a hope, and anything becomes larger than life. Tomorrow was always better than today, because the today that I had seen was terrible. So one always wished that tomorrow would be different. So that's how, when you are in your low, you always think that, it can only improve from here. I don't wish this on anybody. It's terrible, it's horrendous.
When all this was going on, your wife and kid away, you were sleeping on the floor at Kishore's house. Did you ever contemplate suicide? Or just taking your life and confronting that fear?
I think I was very immersed in my problem, and I was very, very sure that tomorrow would be a better tomorrow. I always thought that, I always told my wife, my young wife, my very foolish wife at that point, and I always convinced her that tomorrow you're going to become a princess. And she believed that. She believed that. She said, yeah, today is bad. I'm doing terrible things to her. I'm doing terrible things to myself. But I always promised her that you are meant for better things. You married me. One day you will become a princess. I was not a prince, but I always promised her that she would be a princess.
And you managed to achieve that, and you delivered that.
It's for her to say.
I'm sure we will get to her later. Let's do a quick flashback into your very early days. You have a degree in chemistry, then you did an MBA. Is this a direction that your father was pushing you to?
Yes, my father was a PhD polymer chemist and a genius of sorts, but he was in the chemical business, and by default I also got into the chemical business because I didn't know any better. And I was, of course, dating my girlfriend, who's today my wife, and I was dating her. And in those days, you actually didn't come off, or you didn't live off your parents if you were dating or if you had a girlfriend. So my father and my parents always said, look, you want to do this, we don't approve of it. This is way back in 1977, 78. And, I was 16, 17, dating and having a girlfriend. And my father said, if you're doing this, you got to do this on your own, you got to earn money. So I decided that, okay, I'll earn money, I'll study and I'll earn money, and I'll then also carry on with my dating.
So, just to share with the audience, what was your salary, your first salary? I think they will be interested and shocked.
It was 600 rupees.
600 rupees. How much is that in real money? 25 dirhams a month. Guys, that's how we all start. I think that really is the key message here. Anything else? Did your father play a major role in your life at that stage?
Yeah, with this, this girl, lady today, the girl was saying that, you got to earn money, and to show her off, when I got my first money, I purchased a small trinket for her, and the trinket was, an image of God, the Ganpati, and then I know that.
Do you still have it?
Do you?
Still